What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete. This is the series you put on in the background as you hobby or paint. I'm in my studio, so I'm going to be painting. Sometimes I'm building, not very often though. I need to build more. I need to do more building stuff. It is true. And maybe I will soon. Maybe I will. But today, remember last time I prepped and primed my... I was going to say Call of Cthulhu, it's not. It's Mansions of Madness Investigators, because they're called investigators in Call of Cthulhu, and it's a Cthulhu-esque game, and there's a lot of similar stuff in it. I need to start painting them. If you can see there, just turn the camera slightly. My investigators are before me. There's not an awful lot of reference to go by. Just the character cards you get with it, which is really just like upper torso and that, and there's a couple of pictures in this and then to play guide here. It's not the rules booklet, but there's a couple of pictures such as that. And I think that's I don't know if that's I think Agatha Crane is a different one. But anyway, I'll work it out. So I've got that one. Anything's better than nothing. You got some of the cultists there as well, which is quite cool. That's the lady with the candle, holding the candle. But she's wearing brown in that one. Yeah, I don't know. And this millionaire Cheppy on the back. Yeah. So I'll go through the names now. So I got their character cards up. So you got Agatha Crane, the parapsychologist, who I think is this lady here. Carson Sinclair, the butler. That's so obviously him. Father Matteo. To be him. Min Tai Fan, the secretary. Min Tai Fan, the secretary. I don't know how I'm going to paint, a Chinese lady there, but we'll see. Preston Fairmont, the millionaire. Well, that's the guy with the cane. Rita Young, the athlete. Well, that's got to be the runner. Well, she's in a running pose because she's an athlete. Athletic. Blah, blah, blah. Wendy Adams, the urchin. Can only be her. And then the last one, William Yorick, the gravedigger. Right, so that's that. So that's what I've got to go on. That's all I've got to go on. So, so this picture here, I don't know who that is. It's not Agatha Crane. Doesn't look like Mina Fan because she's not Chinese. It looks like, I don't know, Wendy Adams. It doesn't look like her either. She looks like a secretary type. You see, they've got two different ones, unless that's a picture of someone from the first edition. The parapsychologist, white coat, There's really not an awful lot to go on, is there? Well, unless that is Agatha Crane. But she looks older in that picture. That is... So really, I'm left to my own devices here, really, by the looks of things. And that's a bit disconcerting. Anyway, let's get to the bench. Grab your brushes, models, whatever else you need. Sorry for the distraction there. And yeah, we're going to get to it. So these are the guys we're going to paint. So I'm going to go for Agatha Crane, which is this lady here. Or at least I'm going to go for her first. Yeah. Yeah, you see her there. She does kind of look like a bit of an older lady. Put my glasses on. Check my microphone. Yep, that's all working quite good. I've got a cup of tea now, which I didn't have in the last episode. So, from the waist down, I can kind of do what I like by the looks of things. Right, so what I will do... I'll go for skin first, shall I? I think that's a fairly safe bet, to go for the skin first. I will look for Bugman's Glow. Yeah, Bugman's Glow it is. Where's my other brush gone? I had it just now. That can't be it. How bizarre. Oh, there it is. Found it. I was basically looking for my Naked Regiment brush over my slightly better one. Right, Bugman's Glow then. Let's give this a bit of a shake. I finished my Barbarian tutorial, so that is good. Means I can start the next one now. Right, a bit of water here. Quite a bit more. Right, okay. I think I started using this bowl on my Zombicide miniatures when I was painting them, because I needed a wider open area to swish my brush around in, I think. Pretty sure. Right, so Bugman's Glow straight away in with the detail brush, I think. That's a character brush. Oh well, I'll use that, it's fine. Now these figures are like a true scale model as opposed to a heroic scale. So the hands are not overly big like you get on some Warhammer figures. Yeah. Okay. So she's a parapsychologist. Right, so that's a good start there, I think. There we go. Yeah, do that. I think her legs should be next and shoes. I've got to remember it's the 1920s, so what the setting is 1920s, I believe. She'd most likely be wearing pantyhose, I would imagine. I think a good way of simulating that is with white and Agrax Earthshade, if I recall. Yeah, I think I will do that actually. Need a bit of white in here. But do I go? Ceramite white or Arctic white? I think I'll go ceramite white. Now this one needs quite a bit of shaking. So you got her hair down as being grey. So I don't think she would have a white coat, just because she's a parapsychologist. I don't think that at all. So I don't know. I haven't decided on that. I don't have to decide that yet, do I? So yeah. So this is Agatha Crane anyway. Got to decide on her blouse and skirt yet. Alright, so ceramite white. There. Bit more water, I think. Yeah, that's about right. Then we'll paint in her legs. She can have black shoes. It looks like she's got a brown sort of tunic thing in the artwork. I was hoping there'd be a bit more artwork on them. That's the white of her legs done. tea. Actually, I'm hugging my tea. Oh, so I've got my heating on out here. Oh, not the table. I've got my heating on, and it's nice and warm again. Oh, I think it's raining again outside, so got my tea just in time. Yeah. So I'm like a couple hours closer to work than I was on the last episode. Obviously, I don't have any topics to talk about in this episode, not like a list, because I went through them all in the last episode. I'm literally filming this straight after, well, pretty much straight after. Obviously, my investigators had to drive, but I had other things to do. Make another cup of tea, go in the house, sort some stuff out, and come back. Yeah. Yeah, so I think this episode is going to be called Agatha Crane, Mansions of Madness. Or Mansions of Madness, Agatha Crane, or something like that. It's not a tutorial. I'm just going for it. And then, hopefully, I can get about a month's worth of on the benches out of these 8 investigators. If I do 2 a week, film 2 a week, that is, that should be good. Just keeping a note track of paints I use. I'm curious. Looking at her now. Over the skirt or the blouse. The blouse is kind of a browny red colour. I'm not sure. Could have smoky ink for her skirt. That might be good. Right, it's that burnt red. That could be our blouse, couldn't it? Possibly. Yes. So it's gonna have black shoes. I'm going to need Agrat's Earthshade anyway, so I better get that out. And yeah. Or will I want Reichland Flesh Shade? Do you know? Not quite sure. Or Seraphim Sepia. I'm going to have to do a bit of a test, I think. On what looks best on white. In fact, if I paint white in a few places or over a larger area, one, it can dry quicker, and 2, it can give me a larger area to practice my shades on, which would look best. Anyway, so I go for the skirt next. Smoky ink. Yeah, I think I'll go with the skirt next. That's going to need considerable thinning down. Right, so smoky ink. We're going to put some Floaid in there. Drop. Just in my little palette. Floaid. Bit of water, quite a bit of water actually, not too much. Right, that one. So smoky ink. So we are going to paint her skirt next. Smoky ink. Looks like I might have to do 2 thin coats. Ha ha ha. Duncan would be proud. Yeah. And to all you people out there in internet land, I hope your projects are coming along well. I think I might have watered this down slightly too much, but that's okay. Like I say, I'll just do 2 thin coats and we'll be good to go. Let's turn her upside down a little bit here. Wonder what's in store for me this evening at work, at my work. Oh, excuse me a moment, I'll have to edit this bit out. Right, I'm back. I had to sort something out. Basically, my mother-in-law was trying to get hold of my daughter. You know what kids are like. Well, it's not a kid anymore, but you know what young'uns are like. Distracted and doing other stuff. I said, your nan wants to know how you got on last night. So, Anyway, where are we? Well, at least it's had a bit of time to dry a bit. Now, I think I'll be safe in trialling. Right, what do I think is going to be best? For the white, for her legs. Let's try a bit of white. Bad. Agrax left shade's okay. Let's try a bit of Reichland flesh shade. Right. I think Reichland flesh shade's better than Agrax. And last I'll try Seraphim Sepia. I'm just trying them on the white, see what looks more realistic. I think Seraphim Sepia looks more realistic. So that's what I'm going to go with. Before I do that though, do I want to... Yes, I'm just going to give the skirt another coat here. White's actually quite hard to cover, you know. It is. Oh, just make sure I don't knock the camera as I'm pushing my chair back. I think white is harder than black to cover, which is why it makes it nice and bright. These are the investigators, protagonists of our game, so yeah. Excellent. Alright, Seraphim Sepia. Now, for a brush I can use, I think I'll use a Citadel basing brush for this. Might need a couple of coats of this too. Yeah, I think I will. But I'll keep working on that. I know from experience that lots of shades will add up to a nice reasonably smooth coat of paint if you keep applying them. Oh, let's get close to this fire. Cold, right. Right, last of my tea before it gets stone cold. Okay. Maybe if I give her a white shirt under the blouse. I don't know, it looks like to me, unless it's like a more of a waistcoat type thing. Picture here, it definitely looks like it. Yeah. So, but I'm going to change that up for Arctic White. Okay. What I'm painting that's it. That's an Arctic White. So already I'm 5 colours in, about to go with colour number 6. And we'll see how this turns out. Do you know, the last couple of episodes I've done of On the Bench, I filmed in the wrong resolution, too high resolution. And obviously when I render it back down so that it doesn't take like forever and a day to upload. You know, I asked, why don't you do these in like HD? Like at 720 minimum. Well, it's not a painting tutorial. You can see clearly what's on the screen in 480p. So it's mostly about the sound, I'm guessing, really. Well, it is for me when I follow these painting tutorials. Not tutorials, these painting... See, I made a mistake there. I'm getting confused by my own words here. These paint-along videos. Huh. Oops. Spilled a bit of burnt red. Yeah, I wonder what's in store for me tonight. I hope it's going to be a fairly easy night. Fairly easy night, no dramas. Trouble is, my wife is looking to play this game sooner rather than later. I can record the... Yes, I can record the on the benches. I'll just have a lot of on the benches ready to go, won't I? Yeah, sorry, I was thinking out loud there. So if I only do a couple a week, I'm gonna have to do... Well, I'm just gonna have to do more of them, aren't I? It's very difficult for painting over white primer, I think. Okay. Burnt red. So that's 6 colours in. God, that rain. I know... Well, the coat's going to take up a large chunk of it. I've got to do the pendant around the neck, the pentagram, whatever it is. I'm thinking of doing that in... See, if I did it in silver with the star being gold, that might work. Whilst I'm thinking about it, do another wash on the legs with Seraphim Sepia. Now, do I go lead belcher? I bought a new... I bought a new lead belcher. I have a little palette somewhere. There it is. That I reserve for metallics. Now what I've got to do, I'm doing it on camera, is try not to forget to use my other water jar. just going to use a bit of water. So it's a really small detail. It's really just for the outside. A whole piece of towel which has fallen on the floor. Okay, so this pendant thing, it's a bit like a pentagram that's around her neck. Okay. Silver buttons? Yeah, we'll do silver buttons, I think. Used to do rivets. Essentially all they are. So we've done the buttons on her blouse. Alright. Get my other jar on the go. I have 2 jars of water basically. Well, I have a jar of water for my metallic brush painting and the other one for my normal colours. So right. What's next? I was edging towards green or blue for her jacket. I'll have a look at my greens first. I'm just picking out some. Now I've got it's called brown violet, which is like an olive green. That might be the answer to all my problems. Or we've got battle dress green. Olive drab as well. Which do I like the look of best? Olive drab. Or brown violet. I like brown violet best. But then Sotek green, Steggerton scale green, which they look more like blues to me. And if I was to look at blues. I don't know. I'm really in a quandary as to what to do about her jacket. I would like to get her quite finished before the end. The parapsychologist. I don't really want to keep her in a white coat. But I don't know. Oh, it's so... Well, one thing I can do while I'm waiting, I could do a right clean flesh shade on her flesh. Do that, can't I? Because she's only got a small area. Right. So doing that. Okay, so that's right, it's into flesh shade. I wonder if there's any pictures of her on the internet. Agatha Crane. Oops. What? Nope. Agatha. No. Crane. Mansions of Madness. Right, let's see if there's any pictures of it. Right. Well, they're depicting her in a white coat. Yeah, white coat. Okay. If that's the way you want to play it, I can do that. Alright. So I was going to go... Yeah. Well, they've given her white shoes in that picture. I don't like that at all. Alright. They've given her a white coat online. So I'll take that back. Take these greens back. I'm not going to do green. We'll go back to white. You're having a white coat, missus. Because, end of the day, I don't want to deviate Not when it's a board game. Okay. A little tiny bit of retarder in there. Drop, small drop of flow aid. I must get myself some more flow aid. I don't know where my bottle's gone for the flow aid. Right, okay. So that's there. I'll use this. No. I'll use my regiment brush. So they have got her in a white coat. So at least that takes away that problem for me. Oops, I've gone over there after re-go over the skin there and Bugman's glow. That's okay. I don't mind. At least I've got my colour scheme, as it were. It kind of looks like they've used nylonic oxide as a wash as well. Which I will do. Not giving her white shoes, that's just plain stupid. I didn't look to see what colour her hair was in those pictures. I was just looking at pictures of how other people have painted her. They all seem to have given her a white coat though, so that is what I'm doing. I'm not deviating. You know, sue me. Okay. Wow, we're 50 minutes in. They did give her eyes though. That's one thing they did do. I might have to have a go at that myself. Yeah, I have to double check her hair. Didn't see the colour of her hair that they'd painted. I'm gonna have to double check that on that. Alright, okay. Bit around here. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna quickly double check. Yeah, kind of a grey hair there. I'd say that's not the greatest representation of hair there. I think yeah, they've tried to do grey as best they can. Interesting. It's very interesting. Looks like they've basically done a black undercoat and white highlights, which could be the way to go. I wonder if what it would look like if you did it the other way around. I'm not sure. But speaking of black, I'll do her shoes, and I'm going to do them. They are definitely going to be black. So I'm going to try those. More intricacies. Yeah, I doubt I'll get her finished in this episode, but you know, quite a nice ways. Then I can finish her off at my leisure after. Yes, I wonder what would it look like. It would look weird. So I'm going to use the Abaddon Black to black the hair. And then we'll do white highlights. Right, okay. Well, nearly done the what I want to be done with the hair. Right, so you've got the black undercoat for the hair, and the shoes have been done. I would like to get the gold done on her, because I do want to do a gold. For the star. Nine colours so far used. This will be 10. I'm just going to use the dampness of the brush. I'm just going to get this gold star. This star gold. Hardly any paint on that, so that is 10 paints used there. Bring my chair back in. 10 paints, I don't know, Nylonic oxide. I mean, I think that's a technical paint of mine. Yeah, I think the nylonic oxide is going to be. Actually, that's not what I want to be using. It's that one. Yep. I've got quite a few of these actually. Yeah, got to give it a good shake. I think I'm going to call it a day here. I'll let you know what I'm going to be doing after. I'm going to be trying to do nylonic oxide, and also some Midland flesh. It's a bit like Cadian flesh tone. It's a lot like Cadian flesh tone actually. So I'm going to end it here. I know I cut a bit out of this clip to go and talk to my daughter. So I'm not entirely sure if I know it's not going to be quite an hour, so but I think I'll go quite a bit over if I do the rest of what I'm wanting to do. So yeah. So I think I'm just looking at my jean steers now because they got the smooth base on. I think that's the one I will use to base them. Astro Granite, I think it's called. You get like an Astro Granite Debris, which is a bit rougher, which I won't use for these. I'll use the smoother ones for these, which is just called Astro Granite. I bought one. You can make it. I ran out of mine. I've got to make some more, but I make it in a big batch so that I've got consistency for a long time. So I've had to buy Astro Granite, which is a crying shame. But yeah, she's looking alright, I think. I'm thinking lilac oxide's the way to go with her blue, as opposed to Drakenhof Nightshade. I'm thinking. Yeah, and then I don't know how to put it in the folds manually or all over, and then dry brush her back out white again. I don't know. We'll see. Jury's out on that one. But yeah, I'm quite happy with her. I like the way she's looking thus far. If I remember, next episode, when I come to do another one, I'm hoping to have this as a comparison to show you, like alongside. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. So yeah, so there we are. Thanks so much for watching this episode of On the Bench with Pete. It's been an unusual one. I've had lots of interruptions lately with my videos, and I apologise for that. It's just one of those things, you know. I'm enjoying this though. Mansions of Madness. I can't wait to get playing it. I really can't. And like I haven't even washed the monster miniatures yet, and I've got to do that. That's going to be a big project for me at home, because I've got to use the sink in there. Speaking out loud now. So what I might do is take a couple of spare Chinese containers in with me, and lots of paper toweling to dry them off in, wash them out. I've got a spare toothbrush I can use to clean them. Yeah, and make sure they're well rinsed. Be very careful with that. They're quite flimsy, some of them. The spades are quite flimsy. I was a bit like, Whereas the Maniac on the first edition Mansions of Madness, that the axe, that seemed quite sturdy. So I'm hoping to get a copy of that at some point. But it's going for stupid money lately. I don't know why, but just is. But I'll get there. And yeah, thanks for joining me. Remember, all brushes lead to war. I'll see you on the next video. Let me know what you're working on, and leave it down in the comments below, perhaps, and I can read that. I like reading those. So till next time, bye for now.